and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 215. Wow, it's been a busy month with Vlogmas every day, and we have some family that are coming. Don't worry, we are all doing what we're supposed to do before we get together and afterwards. So, yeah, so my son and daughter-in-law are coming to stay with us. Like I said, we are taking all the precautions we're supposed to. So, getting ready for that, baking cookies and working. It's been busy. So, I don't have as much done as I would like to see done, but I've gotten some things done this week. So let's take a look. First thing I have done is a finished object. You all watched me with my hot glue gun, trying not to burn myself, and I only did it, I only burned myself once or twice, but I did manage to glue the wreath to the table 2 times also. Yeah, use newspaper underneath. I don't know why I was thinking the glue wouldn't drip, but anyway. I have that finished object, that Christmas ball wreath. So let me show you what it looked like as the final. Now it's not, I say final, but it's not totally complete yet. I do need to add a big bow at the top and possibly some like pine sprigs or something. I just haven't found the ribbon that really says this is the one. So not sure which one I'm going to put, what ribbon. I don't have any around the house, and I haven't been out really to say, there we go. So anyway, yeah, I will show you what it looks like in its semi-finished state until I add the ribbon. Now that's the only finished project I have. I have some works in progress. We'll start with the one I've done the very least on, and that would be my socks. I've gotten a few more rows in this week, but not a huge amount. I haven't had any meetings for work or anything that would have caught my attention to be working on. Otherwise, these would have maybe been further. But yeah, it's been kind of busy, so yeah, didn't get much too done on those. Yes, didn't get too much done on those. I did get a good bit done on my red bulky cardigan. I actually have separated for the sleeves. So here is the front, and you'll ignore the stitch marker here. This is not where I was last week. I simply put this on to keep track of the front from the back, because I did put a few more stitches in the front than I did in the back, just because there's more of me in the front than there is in the back, and I don't want my sweater to pull in awkward positions. So yeah, so here's the neck. Like I said, it's not going to be like right up against my neck like that, because that would drive me crazy. So here's the neck. Here is how the sleeves have looked, and I am really, really pleased. Let's see if I can get it to film real well. You can't see it very well, but anyway, here they are. There, you can see them. These are my increases, my raglan increases, and I like the way they look. I think they look so much less bulky than the other sweater that I did in green. And I have separated for my sleeves. So this is a top-down sweater, and I am using the stitch count from the pattern I made the green sweater with, but I'm using the basic technique from the flax sweater by Tin Can Knits. So it's just a basic raglan sweater, and these are the sleeves. They're held on reserve. These are still considered active stitches, so I could take them off this holder, attach thread, and attach yarn, and then begin knitting again, which is what I will do once I finish the body. So I have the sleeves on holders on both sides, and here is the bottom. I'm just below here is where my armhole ends. So I'm just maybe 2 inches below, well, yeah, about 2 inches below the armhole is how far I have gotten at this point. And now it's just basically knitting around and around and around and around until I get it to the length I want, and then I put the ribbing, and then I'll go back and pick up those stitches and do the sleeves. Alright, if you notice a little bit of a lighting change, my camera battery died right after I started showing the red, right when I finished showing the red sweater. So if it seems a little darker, that's why, because it's now like 7:30 at night. So, my last work in progress, I hope isn't going to turn into a disaster. Anyway, this is my crocheted cardigan, and I now have both of the sides. It's all one piece. So here it is. So this is the back, and I actually have marked, let me show you where these are at. I have put 2 stitch markers. You can see them here. One is here and one's here, and there's stitches in between. This is where I'm marking my back. So I finished both parts that will be the front. So this is a front and this is a front. This would be the back. Now here's my concern. When I hold this around my hips, the width of this is perfectly fine. But when I look at this, holding this at the back, it's way too wide. I mean, I'm wide, but I'm not that wide. Well, maybe my hips are that wide. But what I'm going to have to do, I think, and we're hoping this will work so I don't have to rip the whole sweater out, is as I do the back, which is what I'm working on now, I'm going to be tapering it in so that way the sweater will basically have a little bit of a flare, because as big-hipped as I am and other portions, I have small shoulders. So I kind of look like that. So we're going to hope I can accommodate that, because I don't really want this sweater to be short, but I don't want it to be long either. It's definitely not going for cropped look. But as you can see, this is angled in. This is where my armpit will be, is right here. So this is angled in. So this one is also going to angle in this direction, and hopefully that will create a taper. Fingers crossed on that one that it'll work out, or it's not gonna look right and I'm gonna have to rip the whole thing apart. I hope it's not an experiment in futility. So time will tell. Now it's time for a little update on the holiday along. Now the holiday along ends on the 31st of this month, so we only have like a week and a half to go at this point. Yeah, about a week and a half to go. So let's get a current update. Now Team Knit got 10,656 stitches off of their needles this week. They reached Vietnam and they are now headed to Hong Kong. Team Crochet last week, if you remember, had already reached San Francisco, and this week off of the hooks 6,238 stitches, and not stitches, I keep saying stitches, yards, okay, stitches, how ridiculous. Okay, let's change that to yards. So Team Knit has 10,656 yards or miles that has been credited to their trip, and Team Crochet had 6,238 yards. So they are now in Salt Lake City, Utah. So now, for those of you who are not familiar with the United States, from San Francisco to where I live in central Pennsylvania, which if you look at Pennsylvania, one side has Pittsburgh, one side has Philadelphia. I'm right in the middle and all the way down. I'm almost at the Maryland state line, but I am like right in the center of the state. So I'm south central Pennsylvania. To get there, it is roughly 2,800 miles to go across. So you all are in Salt Lake City, Utah at this point. So hopefully we will see you guys reach me by the end of the holiday along. So I think that will probably happen. But with Christmas and busyness and everything else that's going on, we'll just have to wait and see. But we'll hope a lot. So that is the update on the holiday along. Now there are going to be prizes involved with the holiday along. Now if you watched Sarah's channel earlier this week, she actually showed what prizes that she's doing, and I'm going to show you real quick what my prizes are. Well, part of my prizes are. Now the prizes for my holiday along, I'm going to be doing 2 separate prizes. This is going to be one prize. This is 2 skeins, and it is Vitalana. This was a Knit Crate box a while back, and this is Vitalana Ambient Worsted, and the color is called Dawn Blush, and it's 201 yards. It's 100% Peruvian Highland wool, and you get 2 of them. So you get 402 yards, and it is a worsted weight. Am I correct? Did I just say that? Yes, I said that. It's a worsted weight, so it's a number 4. So it is a tonal rosy sort of terracotta color, which according to Lion Brand, this is the in color this year. So it's kind of a pinky terracotta. So that's prize number 1, as well as you will be getting one of my project bags. I haven't pulled out which one yet, but you will be getting a project bag. The second prize I will be giving away is what I just got in one of my Lion Brand hauls. And this is Hand Dyed Heaven, and this particular color is Showstopper. So this will be prize number 2, along with one of my project bags. Now, there's been a lot of Lion Brand sales this past week, and there was another sale on this. It was like 5 for $1. Normally this is $7.99. And I did have somebody ask why it is if they go over to the Lion Brand website, they don't see the sales that I'm talking about. It's because the sales are only shown to people who are members of Lion Brand. If you're just browsing the site, you're not going to see it. So you have to kind of be on their email list or on their newsletter list to find out what's going on. And because I'm an affiliate, I don't know if that plays a part in it or not, but that's how I tell you about the sales. But otherwise, yeah, if you were just browsing the site, it doesn't show anywhere up on the site. And I think that's maybe to keep them from having to constantly update and maintain that site, because otherwise they would have to be doing that like every other day, because they run sales pretty much lately every other day or every couple days. So that would be why if you just go to Lion Brand, it doesn't show up. Anyway, those are the 2 prizes that I will be giving away. And I will be announcing the winner after the 31st of December. Once we have all the final totals and I make sure I've got everybody's entries, put onto my computer, because I will post on the Facebook page, and then I have to take it from the Facebook page into my editing software, so it takes a little bit of time. So it'll be a couple days after the 31st at some point that I will be announcing the winner, and I'll let you know ahead of time when it's going to be. So that is my update on the holiday along. Now acquisitions, if you watched my video, which would have been, was it day 19, I think it's day 19. We had a couple over that are missionaries in Peru, and they brought some alpaca yarn. So that is my acquisition, even though I bought more yarn this week, because like I said, I bought more of this. I bought 8 more skeins of it, actually. But I can't show it to you yet because it hasn't come in. But I did get this. This was the yarn that they gave me. It is called Chaska Alpaca. This is like a brand within the company, just like Lion Brand has homespun and has wool ease. And okay, this is Inca Tops is the name of the company, and then they have different like brand of yarns underneath that. So this one is called Chaska. It's 100% baby alpaca. It does not have a name but it is kind of a heathered, it's coming up, the color's showing up pretty true. It's a natural color, it's kind of a little bit heathered to it, so it's not a pure brown, it's got some different tonal colors coming into it too. And I have 2 skeins of this, and it is based on the needle size. It doesn't say what yarn weight it is, but based on the needle size, I would call it a worsted or a DK, like a light worsted. And it's 109 yards or 100 meters in a 50-gram ball, and I have 2. So I have 218 yards. It is extremely soft. It really is. So whatever I make, it's going to be something around my neck, because I have found ever since I cut my hair that my neck gets cold, so I find myself wearing, and I have arthritis in my neck, so I find myself bundling things around my neck, and it keeps the rest of me warm. So that's my acquisitions for this week. So I have some other acquisitions, but I don't want to show them. I'm recording this on Thursday. I don't want to show them to you now because it'll spoil the surprise for tomorrow's Vlogmas. I received a Christmas package from Sarah Oliver of Sarah of Sock TV that we're doing the holiday along with. Yes, she sent me a package with some yarn in it, and there was also some yarn from another podcaster. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned to see what I got. And I also give a little lesson about different types of yarn and how they're produced. So it's a really interesting, I learned a lot when I was doing a little bit of research for this. So yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow to watch the Vlogmas. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section this week, we have Knit Picks is running a sale. It's called the Luxury Yarn Sale, and it's up to 50% off of some of their luxury yarns. There will be a link down below to all of the sales that I talk about, okay? I will double check, but I do not believe that you need a coupon code or anything. It's just on select luxury yarns. So, like I said, go through the link and that will take you to the select luxury yarns, and you'll see the markdowns right there. Annie's is having, some of you are into the gnomes. Apparently gnomes are very popular right now. I'm seeing them popping up on like all different places and all different podcasts, people talking about these gnomes. Well, Annie's actually has year-round gnomes, and it is a book with, I think it's 8 different gnome patterns for all year long, for all the different seasons or holidays or something. So I'll pop a little picture in so you can see it. They also are running a special deal every day from now until Christmas. So I don't know what the special deal is because it changes daily. But anyway, that is over at Annie's. We Crochet, which is the like sister company to Knit Picks. So there's We Crochet and Knit Picks. They're the same one, just one's crochet, one's knit. Anyway, they also, of course, are having the same luxury yarn sale that Knit Picks is having. But they also have a hook set, the Ergonomic squishy-handled, rubberized handled hooks. I don't believe they're Clover's, but they're some other brand or whatever. But they have them for $9.99, and I forget if it's a set. It's like a set of 8, I think. I didn't count them, but it looks like there was like 6 to 8 hooks in the bunch for $9.99. So that's over there. Also, if you want an even bigger set for the same price, actually I think it's 2 cents cheaper, my Amazon link down below, if you go into my favorites, there's an Ergonomic, into my crochet favorites or whatever, there is a crochet hook set that I think is $9.97, and there's, was it 11 or 14 different hook sizes? There's a lot of hooks, and I ordered that and I love them. But those are there. If you're looking for pom-poms, that's also in my Amazon favorite store too. There's like a whole box of all different color of pom-poms to attach to hats and stuff. Lovecrafts, they are running a sale called The Best of 2020. Was there anything best about 2020 would be the question. That's up for debate. But anyway, they are having an up to 30% off of the select yarns from the best of 2020. I don't think it comes with a free roll of toilet paper or hand sanitizer. But anyway, yes, that's over at Lovecrafts. And Create for Less also is running a best of 2020 sale on a variety of crafts. I don't know why people keep thinking there was a best of anything in 2020. Yeah, maybe for people who sold toilet paper and hand sanitizer, but otherwise, not so much. But anyway, those are the sales that I'm aware of for this week, and any other ones that happen to pop up with Lion Brand or any of the other companies, I will let you know. Just be watching for my sales videos. They are always yellow with black writing. So that I do that so it kind of catches your attention that that is a sale related video. Now, Vlogmas is running through Christmas Day on the 25th. There will not, however, be a Saturday video next week. Simply because I would have to film it on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and I want to spend some time with my family. So there will not be a video next Saturday. But like I said, there will be Vlogmas every day up through Christmas Day. So be watching for those. And thank you all for watching it each week. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.